Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and today we're going to talk about retargeting in 2025. So year by year I have the feeling that I'm doing less retargeting and less retargeting, and the reason is that this is what I see on the ad accounts. I do have the feeling that my campaigns, my cold traffic campaigns, especially ASC campaigns, are doing more and more retargeting. And now we have also the tools of seeing that, because you can break down the results and segment audiences, and you can actually see that they're doing 20 to 30% retargeting. Calculate all of that with the way that I'm working with multiple campaigns, then you don't need the retargeting. Basically, I'm not doing retargeting even on ad accounts that I'm spending 10K, 20K per day. I might have retargeting for $20 or $50 just for psychological reasons, and I'm not going to do any other retargeting. On the other hand, there are some accounts that I'm going to do more retargeting. For example, ad accounts that they are having maybe high AOV, which means that people are not deciding if they are going to buy within the 7 days attribution period, and maybe we need to retarget them in order to get the sales inside the platform. This is one case. Another case is funnels. For example, if you are selling an ebook and then you want to upsell to something else, and then you want to upsell to something else, you put these audiences to specific funnels and then you're retargeting these people to sell them something else, and so on, and there's a whole journey that you're following in order to sell a product. But in general, in e-commerce, I'm not doing a lot of retargeting, almost none of retargeting, because my cold traffic ads are already doing retargeting. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that's going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. So I was actually making the thumbnail, and then I realized that it's not 30%, it's more than that in some cases. And this is one of the accounts that's having a very strong fan base, so follow me here. So we have existing customers, new audiences. By the way, when you're going to put these things onto your, let me show you. Over here, advertisement settings, if you come and you click, you're going to see that we have audience segments, okay? This is engaged audience and existing customers, okay? Now, over here, it says engaged audience is not defined, and the existing customers is defined, okay? So I'm using only existing customers here. I have done a video which I'm explaining which kind of audience segments you have to use over here, okay? Now, the reason that I'm not putting also the other audiences is because I want to have only the existing customers, which I want to check here. And even if I want it, I have the feeling that if I add it, it's going to reset my campaigns like the same thing that happened on March, I believe, when they added this, and all of my campaigns reset it, because like everyone else, I went and I added audiences. So over here, what do we see? We see that from existing customers, it's actually spending more as a percentage on the last 7 days from this, okay? In this campaign, we're getting 3.76, okay? And this is a big number for this ad account. We normally get 2.5 to 2.6, okay? In another one, we get over here, existing customers with bad ROAS more, okay? From the new audience. Existing customers here, we're taking less comparing to the new audience, okay? Existing customers here, 50%. But what I'm seeing here is a tendency of not being 30%, it's 50% or more, for example, okay? So over here, though it's not from the budget, let me do the calculation. So out of the, so if we take 1,500 plus 758.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I'm back. So if we do 1,526 over here, which is the new audience, plus 758 equals 2,284 multiplied with 0.3, it's 685. So it's almost close to the number that we see of existing customers. So 32, 33%, I guess, It's the audience that, the retargeting audience, okay? The percentage that we do retargeting is 33% in this campaign. In other campaigns it's 50%, but there are more of a new campaigns. In the older ones, I'm seeing that the existing customers, for example, as we go in the older ones, maybe this is the trend that we need to see over here, is that on the older ones, because as we go down we see older and older, we're going to see that here we're targeting 500, 1500, so from 2k only, so it's around 30% again. Over here, we're seeing a correlation which is 50-50. So it goes up to 50-50, but in some cases it's 30%. And as we go back, we see either it's going to be 50-50 or 50-50 here. It's 50-50 here. So it's doing more retargeting. I guess I'm a little bit outdated to that because I believe that it was doing less retargeting, like 30%, but I'm seeing here in this account that is doing this. For sure, something that I'm going to research more, but at the end of the day, what I want you to understand is what I told you earlier. This is not bad. Why? If we break down the results here and we do this, okay, and let's go on the last 14 days, for example. On the last 40 days, we have 2.44, 85k spent here. Break-even ROAS 1.5. 1.8 is actually the minimum that we want to be. 2 plus, we are very happy. So over here, we are happy on this ad account. But on the other hand, I want you to understand that for these ad accounts, we're not only looking the ads manager, we're looking also numbers outside. For example, we look, what is the percentage of the total sales? What is the percentage that we see? For example, do we spend, so the spend has to be less than 30% or 25% of the total revenue. Okay, so this is a number. If it goes to 30-40%, then it means we have a problem. So if these numbers didn't help the ad account to have these numbers that we have as safety features, like the percentages that we need to see, the efficiency ratio, MER, and all of the other metrics, we wouldn't still be doing this kind of spend and we wouldn't be scaling. The other thing that I want you to understand is that the more data it gets, the more new client it's going to give us. If we see that we have problem with the numbers, we're going to lower the spend. But this is something that we cannot control. I know that on the advanced shopping campaigns, there are the budget cap system for the existing customers, but I have used it. It doesn't work really well. Sometimes it just ignores the cap and is just spending 30%. So over here, we might see that it's 50% in some cases and stuff. And this is why I wanted to do the Loom video in order to actually correct that and tell you that I'm seeing also this in some other accounts. But at the end of the day, what we need to understand is that it's still data that is going to be used for optimization. If our other numbers in reality, okay, because we are checking here, and we have some numbers, but the numbers that really matter are the matters of the reality. We're trying to find a correlation. What kind of ROAS do I need to see here in order for me to be taking 4 ROAS in reality, for example, okay? This is what we're trying to see. And as long as we're hitting certain KPIs here, everything else is what Meta is trying to do. Anyway, they're doing already inflation of results because of the statistical modeling. What does it say here? These results may not include all conversion data. Statistical modeling may be used to provide more complete measurement when conversion data may be missing or partial. So they are already inflating the results because they want more data. And they want more data in order to find more sales. Okay? So even if you don't like it or not, you're doing retargeting already. You just don't know it. Okay? So don't say things like, I don't want to do retargeting, whoever is doing retargeting is stupid. We are all doing retargeting at the end of the day. The point is, if you do different campaigns, I would do different campaigns only in specific ad accounts for specific reasons, or in really high AOV that maybe I need to gather sales from retargeting because I'm not gathering them on my cold traffic ads because of the conversion window not being 28 days anymore and just being 7. We live in an era that after iOS we need more data, more data, more data. So Facebook thought, what if I have data from retargeting within my cold traffic ads? Because it's not only the problem that after iOS we're not targeting all of these people, it's because it's also the problem that all of these people that we're not targeting, they're not data that are coming within the platform. And Meta is trying to keep the information within the platform because it needs this information. I have made a video about statistical modeling, and in this video I was explaining that Meta is actually trying to inflate the results in order to make the algorithm work better, because the more data that it has, the better it works. That's why we are not excluding past customers, for example, okay? And we're just letting it be inside our cold traffic ads, just because even if it's going to steal some sales, it's still data that's going to use for better optimization. All the new campaigns are doing retargeting anyway, because this was the way for Meta to get more data within the campaigns in order to optimize better and have better results, so that more people are going to advertise and they're going to be able to be profitable. And for that reason, in 2025, I'm not going to do almost zero retargeting, but in reality, I'm doing a lot of retargeting with my campaigns. Now, someone might come and say, but you can use the budget cap or you can exclude past customers. No, because this is what Meta wants. They want to use on cold traffic retargeting audience, which is going to help you find more cold traffic sales. So what's your best avatar client? A client which is already buying from you. So what if you use the data of this client and then find a similar person like him? You're finding another loyal client who is going to come and buy again and again and again. And when this is happening, you're having campaigns that are going to lower your cost per purchase that you have, but also your CPM. I hope that this makes sense. I hope that you understand that while I'm not doing retargeting at all, we all do retargeting. I hope that you're not going to let your ego exclude past customers on cold traffic ads, or use budget caps inside your advanced plus campaigns, or have this mentality that I only want new clients with my Facebook ads. Yes, we do want that, but in order for you to get clients, new ones with better cost per purchase, you need to also put retargeting people and data within your ad. I hope that makes sense. And don't forget that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website, you can check my mentorship programs, and below you can check all the testimonials from people that they have completed it. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.